Over the past 5 years since we started Junk Removal Authority, the junk removal industry has become much more competitive, especially over the last couple of years. It's become very, very important that you build a world-class junk removal organization within your local market if you're going to grow a great company. I'm Lee Godbold with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life. All right, the one thing with your junk removal business that you can never get enough of is leads. No matter if you are a brand new company or you've been in business and you've achieved the $3 million a year mark like we have with our junk removal company, Junk Doctors. We all want new leads. The other thing we all want is growth. We want our business to grow every single year. Most of us want 25% to 100% year-over-year growth. The only way to accomplish this is through effective advertising that reaches the right type of client and branding that helps them remember you and helps you stand apart from the competition. Nowadays, we all know that starts with a strong digital presence. If you're a business owner that desires to build one of the leading brands in your market, if you desire to one day have a brand that is more well-known than the franchises within your local market, and if your goal is to have a company that is a money-making machine that will one day only take limited amounts of your time, then these are the things that you need to do. These are some of the fundamental resources and tasks that you need to build a great company. All right, starting off, logo and colors. One of the very first part when you're building up a junk removal company, the very first part is a professional logo. Don't do a logo with your truck in it. We see this all the time. People go to Fiverr or 99 Designs or whatever, and they'll do a logo that has this big, gigantic truck that's not even the truck that they use and they show up. Like a lot of the reasons you use a logo is to put it on the side of your truck. Why is your logo going to have a picture of your truck when it's actually on your vehicle? Don't do truck logos. We actually like logos with mascots. Now it's a little old school, but here's why we like it. Look at this yard sign we just designed. Look how this doctor really pops. Well, a couple things you'll notice is that, yes, there's no phone number and there's no website. We think people are actually just going to search online anyway, and this maximizes the space and maximizes the effect of this weird doctor just staring at you as you go down the road. So we love kind of weird things like that. The next thing that we need to do is create a great website that has excellent conversion optimization and helps your brand stand apart. Now, this has never been so important in the junk removal space. Again, when we started Junk Removal Authority 5 years ago, almost all of the non-franchise junk removal websites were not good. We changed the industry. Now, there are some pretty good-looking sites out there. Now, you've got to go franchise level or better with your sites and your branding to help stand apart. All right, the next thing we need is obviously you need some short-term jobs that at least break even. The best way to do this is through Google Ads. That's the quickest way to jumpstart your business. Get as many jobs as you can through Google Ads while at least breaking even. Now, keep in mind, with Google Ads, it can take a few months before you hit that break-even point. So that's why it's important to have a little bit of a nest egg built up. Once you get the job, you got to do a great job for those clients that you get. And then while you're there, you want to put out yard signs. You want to put out sticky notes in the neighborhood, and you want to make sure you ask them for reviews. Before long, you're going to have repeat and referral business coming in, and all those great reviews online, well, those reviews are going to help you land more first-time customers. Over time, you're going to become very profitable. Longer term, you need a site that ranks well organically. This can be accomplished by having a lot of on-page content on your page that covers topics people are searching for. Think hot tub removal, shed demolition and removal, hoarder clean out, junk removal, junk hauling, all that good stuff, as well as location pages for areas, main cities and suburbs that your potential clients are searching for. You want to make sure this page is set up in a way that Google likes and that it gives consumers the information that they so desire. Once your site ranks well organically, your returns are actually much better than Google Ads, like infinitely better than Google Ads. You want to be seen absolutely everywhere. Flooding your area with yard signs that stand out and sticky notes is huge. Doing traffic waves. Hey, what's going on? Come use my company. Doing those traffic waves around your service area is phenomenal. Once you have been in business a bit and you've become established, look into radio and TV advertising. Hey, Big Blue's doing it. It's working for them. They've done it a long time. You don't want to go out of the gate on radio and TV. There's more effective things to spend your money on, and you probably don't have the resources or the money available to go in on radio TV. It takes a while to get established. It's very much branding, but you want to flood the market with your company. You're going to become world-class in your market. Another thing to look at is billboards. Again, it's an excellent way as people drive down the road, they're seeing the yard signs, they've gotten your sticky notes, they're seeing your radio advertisement, whatever, and there's a billboard. Although we here at JRA cannot go put out yard signs and sticky notes for you, we can provide you with best practices and tips on how to do so. The largest thing that we can do is phenomenal digital advertising. JRA has been the industry leader in the junk removal space for marketing for the past 5 years. As the market has shifted and other marketing companies have joined the junk removal fray, we're seeing some great websites out there. There's some pretty good companies out there. What have we done? Well, we've raised the bar further. We now have a custom website that we release that contains all the elements of a junk removal website that converts, but also it allows you to do a great job separating your brand from the competition. So a lot of JRA sites in the past, it would have custom logo, custom colors, and custom content. But a lot of the other stuff would look very similar. Now we really can put something out there and we can explore your brand and exploit your brand even more with these great websites. So with websites, it's important to note that you can get sites for $50, so way down here. You can get sites for $20,000, $25,000, so way up here. $20,000 is probably a bit much for someone looking to stay in just one market. But $50 or even $500 for a site is generally not going to be a great investment. I would actually say that $50 or $500 site is actually going to wind up being much more expensive than if you went with a $20,000 site. A $500 site simply isn't going to be as good as one of the more expensive ones as long as the more expensive ones are actually done well. Also, small details like button placements, colors, etc. are critically important to getting calls, and perhaps most importantly, but often overlooked because you actually cannot see it, is how the back end of the site is built out. Sites that heavily use plugins absolutely load slower. This hurts your organic ranking as well as your user experience. Also, cheaper websites oftentimes don't have proper schema, quality content, or as good of a user experience. These are all things that Google measures to determine how well it's going to rank your site organically. The reason JRA is such a great option for sites is we know the exact content to put on the page. We've used very limited plugins on our sites, so our sites actually have excellent site speed. Very few companies, like you'd have to go almost to a full HTML site, which is unheard of now and would be super expensive, are going to be faster loading than a JRA site. And we understand how to structure a page for Google to like it. Again, don't let a $500 website cost you $500,000 in business. Now, with Google Ads is the best way to quickly grow your business. It can also be the quickest way to run out of cash. Your monthly budget on Google Ads actually depends on the market that you're in. In some small markets, $1,000 might be sufficient. In larger markets, you might not want to start until you can at least spend $3,000. That's a monthly budget, by the way. The key with Google Ads is showing for the things you need to show for and not for the things you don't want to show for. Most junk removal ads campaigns show trash-related, cleaning-related, recycling-related keywords. You want to absolutely eliminate that. You also want to make sure that you're showing in the right areas. Over time, you might see certain areas that don't perform well. You might do bid decreases or not target those areas altogether. You also want to make bid adjustments based on the time of day. Other things to do is check search terms and listen to call recordings to see if searches are actually converting into jobs. A common issue we see is a furniture removal campaign that might have a good cost per conversion, but you convert those jobs a lot less because people are looking for donation pickups or getting that furniture removed for free. Once you get your campaign where it's got a good cost per conversion relative to your AJS, again, that's average job sale, the next thing you'll want to figure out is how can we spend more money? Can we go to new areas? Can we show at new times? Are there additional services like demolition that we can advertise to? You want to always be looking for ways to expand your ads, expand that campaign when things look great. One thing with ads we also know is things fluctuate. Recently, we went through a higher cost per conversion time because of lower search volume. Also, through the winter, the cleanouts campaigns aren't doing very well. You know why? because people aren't doing large cleanouts during the wintertime. Because our team is always watching these trends and these things and knows what to expect before it actually happened, we were making budget decreases and we are pausing cleanouts campaigns throughout the winter in order to assist our clients making it through with a positive ROI and making sure they have enough cash to get into the boom season, which starts in mid-March. We will look to bring those back online, so these cleanout campaigns back online as we get into spring and those larger cleanouts start occurring. To keep up with changing market conditions, we recently hired a senior ads analyst that has over 10 years of ad experience. We have also greatly expanded our team of PPC specialists and restructured the way that we manage campaigns so accounts get looked at more often. What this means is we are always pushing our ad strategy both on an individual as well as a system-wide basis. This has us overall trending in a great direction for the ads results that we see for our clients, and the amount of resources we have gives you, as a partner with JRA, a huge advantage over some of the single-person shops that are out there. With SEO, this can be the greatest long-term investment that you can make in your business. It can eventually bring almost as much work as ads without having to pay per click. For local junk removal companies, the best things you can do for SEO is on-page SEO, as well as optimizing your Google Business Profile, which was formerly called Google My Business or GMB. One of the best ways to do this is consistent posts and images, as well as soliciting reviews. If possible, ask your clients to post images of the pickup or the job themselves. Believe it or not, this is about 25% more effective than posting your own images. Also, make sure to promptly respond to reviews and questions, as your response time is a factor in local ranking. As far as on-site SEO, you'll want to create landing pages for service areas and services that have original content. Our team is great with setting up the proper site hierarchy, internal linking structure, keyword density, and strong SEO content. The pages look great, and over time, they're going to help your entire site rank. SEO is absolutely a long-term play. Also, if you're in a competitive market, you're going to need more SEO work than smaller areas. So it's not necessarily one size fits all. One area could have a couple pages created every month and be effective. Another area might need 6 pages a month created in order to gain some traction. You know why? SEO is comparative. It's how you compare to your competition. In a competitive market, you might need 3 times the number of page creations and SEO work than a smaller market. If you can manage to get backlinks from high domain authority websites like .gov or .edu, that is absolutely a major plus. The other thing to aim for is actually being featured in a news article. Some of those links into your site are pretty powerful. Joining a local chamber of commerce can also be a great way to get a high domain authority link heading back to your site. As you're building a great junk removal business, you need great information and quality control. An excellent CRM and vehicle cameras, as well as telematics, are the best way to get great information and maintain that great quality control. Your CRM should give you reports on average job sale, AJS by tech, so each individual specialist, what's their average job sale, what's their closing rate, sales by area, closing rates for the company, cancellation rates, etc. This information can be used to determine where you need to advertise. It helps you work on your sales pitch to make sure the customer closes and helps determine if you're priced correctly. In addition, it helps you train and manage and recognize your best performers that are on your team. Without a shadow of a doubt, we 100% recommend Workiz. We've been working with them for a long time. You can get a great discount by clicking on the link in the description of this video. Once you have employees on the truck and you're not on it anymore, you need cameras. It's so important. We recommend FleetLocate. With FleetLocate, each driver can get a key fob they scan before starting the vehicle. This tells the system who is driving. It then monitors and scores driver behavior. It records both in the cab as well as outside of the cab as it goes down the road. Regularly monitor this to identify and correct dangerous driving. This helps to make sure your trucks aren't damaged and your drivers aren't putting your company in a dangerous situation. Further, it helps you track regular maintenance on your vehicle by connecting with the CPU of your vehicle and tracking mileage and time. FleetLocate has a deal with JRA for free installation and reduced rates on their telematics and camera systems. Exact pricing is based on what you get, so there is some customization, but it's generally less than $70 per month. At some point, it is going to prevent an accident, which is going to save you thousands and thousands on insurance. So it's really a no-brainer. These are all great resources to build an amazing junk removal company. Make sure you check us out over at junkrra.com or give us a call if you're interested in how we can help you build a world-class junk removal company. I am Lee Gobble with Junk Removal Authority, where we help junk removal business owners make more money and live a better life.